daddy's skepticism. I'll pay my tab in no time. You'll see. Mark my words. When my deal comes through, I'll have an update.
That guard wasn't being ironical about the giant hologram over town hall. Well, guess...
Yet you see fit to keep me in a constant state.
Yes,
Dent.
it would be...
Enough!
No.
Yes. Good. And while you're at it, you might want to look into your security situation, Commander. I'm not accustomed to an audience when addressing my subordinates.
Who in the void? Eavesdropping on Auntie's choice business is like to get a body shot for spine. Though you're not wanting for Moxie. I'll give you that.
Hold a moment, Carr. When opportunity comes visiting, perhaps it's better not to riddle it full of holes. Our new compatriot may be of assistance.
A surprisingly good point, especially from you. She only forbade us using our own personnel. Be a whole other matter were a stranger to happen to aid one of us. But which? Well, you seem an observant sort, so I expect you'll tire of Milver Street's bluster soon enough. Come see me before agreeing to whatever absurdity he proposes. Unlike him, I have some work actually befitting your time. I'll be waiting.
Alone at last. I never thought she'd leave. Now then, allow me to introduce myself. I am D.B. Milver Street, Minister of Marketing, Duke of Demographics, Commercial Condottiere, President of Promotional Material. Tell me, do you believe in signs? Splendid, because I'm not interested in hiring any more idiots. I'm looking for people of tact and vision and perspicacity. I do not believe in signs. I believe in opportunities. Right now, at this moment, you and I have an opportunity to save countless lives. But I'm hardly the type to beg and ask for nothing in return. Tell me, what do you desire of this island?
With that hat? Absolutely not.
Is this a bad time to mention I can read lips? I have some faint recollection. The record room is in this building. But surely a go-getter like yourself has more ambitious goals on our island. Share them. Ambitious, aren't we? Better yet, helping me shall result in our saving dozens, no, hundreds of lives. Your conscience. You can't blame a body for wanting to practice, can you? Fine. Auntie may demand Carr and I do nothing. But for each moment I remain inactive, dozens fall in meaningless combat. The Protectorate, the Ministry of Accuracy, contains I previously sent a grafted soldier, Trooper Sealong, to retrieve said information, but I have not heard. You should go talk to Carr.
Watch out for that Auntie Cleo. I know she don't look it, but she's more dangerous than she seems. Even the whole of Spirit...
Didn't catch a look at your uniform before. Oh, the reaching arm of the Earth Directorate, wagging its fingers and snagging our pocketbooks. Hope you won't be a problem. I'm Officer now, not to say I question the presence of a wayward sightseer in the midst of a war-torn waste, but it might be safer for us both if I knew your purpose. The Vox, eh? Bent on bloody self, although if you were keen on continuing to draw breath, perhaps you and I could broker a deal. There are Protectorate vitals need bled. You could do the bleeding. I want the Protectorate war effort exsanguinated. You want into the Vox Relay. You help me, I help you. There's a particular holding we shelled early in the war, name of Euphoria Coast Automech Repair Center. Deserves. My scout should note, the ministers like to take our working together as a personal affront. Aid me, and I suspect he'll rescind any offer he may have made to you. Do you suggest that Milver Street's grinning manipulation won't earn nothing but more of our own dead? Could be direct. Feign that you're an assistant of some kind, though you'd have to have some know-how regarding engineering. But a simpler path would be paying a visit to the Ministry of Accuracy, liberating some credentials. Yaysayers ain't capable of suspecting a piece of paper. Competence recognizes competence. Been working at that spot of business we discussed? Loose your words. I'm listening.
Can't get that Annie's Choice jingle out of my head. Anyway, need something, Commander?
Sure. Always happy to talk.
Ectoplasm. Wait. Just Taro Extra.
Heavens, Auntie, you scared the... Shouldn't sneak up on a man like that. Good way to earn a bullet betwixt the eyes. Guess I should apologize for all that hullabaloo before. Just mistook you for another... Look, I know how it sounds. It all started the other night. Happened again the next night. Gave chase that time, but lost him. I've knocked on doors, but then the being of pure information probably... Strangest part is that foodstuffs have also been disappearing from the greenhouse since we took Fairfield. You think it's...
I suppose it was only a matter of time until we were discovered. Though what an odd thing to die for. Apples. Spare me such timid drivel. We needn't waste time bandying lies. Of course, I know why you're really here. You have come to exact retribution for our larceny at your greenhouse. The greenhouse's stolen bounty offered a healthy alternative to gorging ourselves on that vending machine poison. Alas, I was spotted on 1 or 2 forays. You must have a weak mind to have fallen prey to such dubious marketing. I bet you don't even know half of what's in what you consume. The horror of it. Starving? Hardly. We have greater stores of strength. Do not speak of biology to me, interloper. We are not... If you are conniving...
Thought I saw you disappear in here. Oh. Seems I've stumbled into quite the shindig.
Please, stay. It would please me.
Not very copacetic.
If this exchange is not to your liking, I can accommodate you with a bullet instead. Spare me your insults. They mean less than nothing coming from the mouth of a corporate pet. I would sever my own hands at the wrist rather than sign a corporate contract. A generous offer. But we prefer to die in the service of the sovereign. There's...
Get the orc and I'll take care of him,
Guess I had this mystery all wrong. A small part of me was hoping... Nah, never mind. It's downright foolish. I lost a friend. And she roamed, but I...
Keep them coming. I can do this all day.
Might I have a word, Commander? I know I've been pushing to find DeVries, so this might seem a bit of a left turn. Got an old friend here on the island. Tracked him to Westport a short time ago, but never got up the nerve to visit. Reckon we could drop by and pay him a visit? Brief one, of course. No, I mean, that starts with writing accounts. This friend of mine, Zebulon Tran, much as I might love to jaw about that special interest of mine, this business with Zeb's gotta come first. Likely not. We didn't exactly leave off in a good way. After I had my orders. I was to stay low. Couldn't let the Protectorate catch wind of an Earth Directorate agent in its midst. But Zeb, I agree. We worked hard, but often than not, our help only made targets of the folks whose lives we were Anyway, only later I learned Zeb hadn't given up the struggle like I assumed he would. He gotta stay. If it weren't for Zeb, I'd be in the ground. It's a debt I never properly. And since finding you, well, a lot feels much appreciated, Commander. Promise, Westport's.
Right over there.
Moving to assist with agents helping.
The insides are leaking outside, Commander. Let me know when you need it.
one's gone untouched by this war.
How are you still upright over there?
Syringe is coming.
Hey, as tough as you thought. Hey, you! Get over here before you get yourself killed. No. Hey, and you can't come stumbling around here looking like prey. These raps ain't had a bite to eat since their pods dropped from the look of it. And a desperate rapt is a dangerous rapt. Met no offense. You ain't one of me and Raptidons. We're well acquainted. I know their patterns, behaviors, attacks, which is why I gotta ask. What are you doing here? Oh, that's a high-profile target. Huh. If she entrusted that I'm in Minister Milver Street, I'll admit I was eager for some good hunting around here. My graft, needs some bolstering. But if the raps here are as weak as this one, it won't help me none. When there's pay, it's a kinder fate than if they survived. Allowing us to walk off with this intel would surely land any survivor. And apparently there's some highly sensitive intel about mental refreshment. If you had, you'd know. Unless you're accustomed to seeing folk roaming around with exposed muscle fibers or stunted extra limbs on their backs. Who knows? I'm considered a light. Everyone in Fairfield reckons my time will come soon too. But I'm still mostly upright. For now. I just know weren't many of us crafted soldiers to begin with. To think, no. Bet they'd erase it from the finance. I only been able to treat my own ailments thanks to Doc Tinsley in Fairfield. She worked for the program for a time. She's a good one. Truth is, my time is coming. The graft's making me sick, and it'll kill me if I leave it be. If the graft were in a... You looked at the fine... Not only could pursue fixing it myself, were I out of my contract, but if I... Law, no. The contract would just pass... And anyway, we're lamenting that his mock apple martini ain't blended quite right. Let me put it this way. If I was already on the bottom rung, this knocks me clean off and buries me in... Ain't easy moving between companies. And I wasn't always with Auntie's... Get the feel... Go on now. I got what I came...
Just me, or did Inez remind you of Helen? Tough like her. Shame she's with Auntie's choice.
Entering a confrontation.
Commander, watch your back!
Standing by with life support. Enthusiastic enthusiastically at neutralizing unfriendlies. Commencing combat-related activities.
Just shoot in the thin air. You got to hit the wrong side of a freighter. I'm the one you need to worry about. Things take time, Commander.
Let's keep your lamps lit for wildlife.
Hostile wildlife. Familial classification of Raptidon. Detected ahead.
I swear that wasn't planned.
Agent Ibarra, you failed to take your daily supplements 3 days in a row. Vitamins are a vital
stretch runs
tool
between
in aiding
Fairfield and
wound
the Eastern
healing
Forward
and
Operating
achieving
Base.
your long-term health
North
goals.
appears an old abandoned
Talked
ship.
about this, Val. Ain't polite airing folks' private health information in front of others.
If oral capsules are not your preferred delivery method, suppositories may be a viable alternative.
All right. I'll take the damn supplements. The normal ones. And maybe I'll examine your courtesy settings while I'm at it.
Unauthorized entry into an arbiter training facility is likely to result in violent arbitration. Entering a hostile zone. Enemies detected. Please exercise caution.
Careful of friendly fire if you head down past the farm. Last time we wandered past, they opened fire on us.
Scout, report.
Yes, sir. Looks like the repair center is still out of order, sir.
Excellent. At ease, Scout. Glad to hear that they haven't managed to repair it, even if Command has temporarily put the actual...
Who goes there? By orders of Marshal Donaldson, no one comes or goes to the Automech Repair Center without approval. What's your business here?
Now you've done it. Slowing down a...
All right, Marshal Donaldson likes to... Oh, and fair warning, watch out for Zeranium gas. We sprung a leak. How... one...
All that matters is getting these automechs to the Vox relay station.
But Marshal, we must adhere to decontamination procedures.
Might be wise to give that large gas cloud a wide berth. I don't think there's anything to gain by getting near it.
Oh, a new arrival. If you'd indulge me, I have a few questions I'd like to ask. First question, can you describe the conditions in which you were exposed to the Zeranium? indeed. All right. Next, for instance, do your bones seem noticeably softer somehow? Have you observed any sterility on your way in? Well, good for you. Keeping a pot as a token of my There. That should do it. Do stop back in if you suffer a dip. Don't have much to spare.
That we thrive. It's out there they all fail. We must trust our community. It's only then that
Might be wise to give that lark. We should get any closer.
Prudence dictates we cherish all we have.
First the attack, then there's Iranian. At this rate, we're never getting caught up.
Oh, a new arrival. Oh, If you'd indulge me, I have a few questions I'd like to ask for medical posterity, and I'm afraid I require more information before I can render treatment. That will ensure you get the care you need. First question, can you describe the conditions in which you were exposed to this uranium? It's a wonder you're still upright. The emanations outside that building are thick enough to be a death sentence. I'd suggest paying a call to our visiting scientist next door. Purportedly, she's devised a device that can... All right, now, for instance, do your bones seem Well, good for you. There, that should do it.
What brings you to this fine establishment?
Caught a piece of shrapnel during the attack.
Stay true, outsider.
First the attack, then there's Iranian. At this rate, we're never getting caught up.
Look who it is. What is it this time? Oh, gladly. What would you like to know? Total avoidance is back. Come to think of it, our visiting scientist next door is working on a device that shields the user from Zeranium's effects, though she was having a spot of trouble last I heard.
Outer chassis sealant test number 14 is confirmed a failure. Zeranium exposure rate appears to be unaffected. Test model displayed standard overload-induced paralysis, then became atypically aggressive. Forced to terminate test model in self-defense. Apologies, I must concentrate on my work. Maybe one of the others can help you.
Outsider?
First the attack, then there's Iranian. At this rate, we're never getting caught up.
Apologies. Emergency protocols unready. Negative. Pharmaceutical reload in progress.
Ambient Zeranium levels are higher than average, but within state your business. This unit was engineered to facilitate management of supply inventory at this installation.
Oh, this is surely exciting. Someone is finally trying out.
Command not understood.
Huh. I thought that would have put it into sales mode.
All wares should be perfectly
Sorry, it
Lull detected. Conversational status uncomfortable. Current inventory indicates 0. Copies of item designated.
I see. It's mislabeling stuff. Look, for now, just use the phrase initiate commerce. It's
initiating commerce.
see you soon, I hope.
Give me a sec. Almost done with this work list. Another sealant failure? Amplifier requisite? I'm afraid so, and you were wise not to get involved. The Marshal is under a lot. If even a single automech steps out of line, it will be the end of me. Brigadier Montelli does not accept excuses, and he does not tolerate failure. The Marshal is a good man, but he values speed while I value accuracy. Neither of us is wrong, but in this case, we both can't be right.
Prudence dictates we cherish all we have and defend it.
Outsider?
Stay true, outsider.
Well, look who it is. What is it this time? Don't have much to spare, but you're...
See you soon, I hope. See you soon, I hope.
I'm glad that spectacle didn't scare you off. Between the recent... Anyway, Zeranium is hardly my area of expertise, but it falls to me to find a solution. Lest I follow my predecessors to their Speak with Delphinia Bryant. She needs all the support she can get. And her invention, once you have the shield, see me about the leak. I'll give you all the details.
Oh yes, I adore interruptions. I was just saying, what's best for stoking the spark of invention? Regular disruptions to... Now what is it you want? Ah, our good Marshal sent you, did he? Well, unfortunately, the device is taking longer than expected. Assist me and you'll get... Now tell me, are you familiar with Zeranium gas? I haven't time to prep. I could speak. So what am I endeavoring to create? A protective device that shields its wearer from Zeranium's remarkably unsavory effects, as well as other forms. Alas, while I'm occupied with inventing this shield gadget, I also find myself in need of assistance regarding its key components. Bits. I imagine, but If you're unmoved or apathetic for some witless, unsensical reason, I'm sure I can find a way to make it all work eventually. Now here, you merely activate the device once it's inside a Zeranium cloud. The one try to avoid any fields of dense Zeranium, or death is all but assured. Any questions? Normally, yes. Ideally, the resulting shielding will protect against any gas. But since it's a... Well, of course, if you suffer prolonged exposure, I believe that... Oh.
Warning. Agent. Irreparable damage to lungs imminent. Exit good gaseous cloud immediately.
My little minion. I trust you've made progress in your tasks? What did I tell you? Should you suffer from any Now, what's needed now is something to help extend and shape the field around the user. I require a component called a catalytic amplifier. You'll be pleased to learn there's one right here at the facility, in the Dragoon that's patrolling just outside. You would imagine so, wouldn't? So you may have trouble getting your hands on the catalytic amplifier. I'm sure he's just being cautious. Should Auntie's choice attack us, we don't... No doubt he also seeks to retain an unspoiled... Dragoons are... You must have seen the large auto... Good. Fail... One last... Well...
Give me a sec. Almost done with this work list. Please understand, why should I follow their example by reducing our sole working Dragoon to a pile of... Be gone already. Yes? I thought I cannot abide any effort to weaken the security of this facility. If you're really so desperate, you can track down our second Dragoon. Damn thing wandered up the coast and hasn't been seen. I'd have sent someone to retrieve it myself, but Dragoons are stubborn when their instructions are unclear. First, that would undoubtedly destroy the catalytic amplifier. Second, everyone here would turn their... You do that. Good hunting.
Sequencing attack strategy. Maintaining your battlefield position.
Don't make me bury another agent!
Well, any closer to obtaining the catalytic Oh, superb! With this gadget. Now, report to Marshal Donaldson, if you please. He's rather impatient to end this crisis so he can turn his focus back. You do.
What can I do for you this time? I knew Dr. Bryant would come through for us, seeing as you're the only one trained in the use of that gadget. What say you make your way inside the repair hangar and find the... And be careful with that terminal. We don't want the situation getting any worse. Why in law's name would you want to know that? Glad... Any further questions?
Ah, you're back. And you've been cavorting with Zeranium again, by the looks of things. Don't have much to spare.
this time. I knew Dr. Bryant would come through for us, that she'd prove her worth as surely as any subject of the Protectorate would. Seeing as you're the only one trained in the use of that gadget, what say you put it through its paces? Make your way inside the repair hangar and find the control terminal to purge the Zeranium. And be careful with that terminal. We don't want the situation getting any worse. Don't worry about Woodrow. Smart fellow. Yes, there is some risk that exposure... That shouldn't... But that...
Things take time, Commander. Come to, but I'm not ready.
Done. The Zeranium now spews from the hangar more thickly than ever. You couldn't have bungled. This is my fault. The blame lies squarely on my shoulders. I gambled on an outsider. With this failure, I have no more. Will our stalwart subjects reap the bounty of this land? No.
Whether it's an orifice or a face, Auntie's choice makes a cream for it.
Yeah,
Can't believe some of those Protectorate Hall heads just couldn't see the benefit of self-betterment.
Yeah, let them simmer in their cells.
Never catch a break. Finally find a way to get ahead. This happens.
Commander, there is a 98.7% chance that hunting Agent DeVries will require greater amounts of ammunition than you currently possess. Ammunition.
I can also help.
Always have time for a freelance. Loose your words. I'm listening. Scouts reported a plume of smoke thick and wide billowing from the facility. Sure didn't seem to be mechanical exhaust. Got more to report? Just that Milver Street requested her presence for some mission. Normally I'd demand to be paid, but I was just glad to get her some work. Trooper Sealong was one of my best enhanced soldiers, but never took to her grafts. Been uncertain what I could rely on her for. So, Trooper Sealong ain't a fragile wallflower. She's a soldier. And even at reduced efficacy, she's worth 15 of any grunt pick. She's got a contract. Now, there's an alt. From there, your target's the Skycutter Tower. Seems it was recently reactivated, and by our engineers' metrics, might be useful in overloading the Vox's defenses. Wouldn't trust the Protectorate's over-engineered perfection to cook a Spratwurst. Give me the no frills, if by some once you pass to the step light, though. There's...
Unless you plan. plan on conjuring ammo from the Aether, we ought to get the crafting site.
Any choice when you could choose Auntie's choice.
I'm practically a detective. I wonder what other mysteries around here need solving.